Om Shanti. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Welcome to another Yoga Small Talk, and we continue with 7 minutes Bhagavad Gita a day. We are still reading from verse 34, chapter 4. Know that by long prostration, by question, and by service, the wise who have realized the truth will instruct thee in that knowledge. Swami Sivananda tells us, go to the teachers, those who are well versed in scriptures dealing with Brahman or Brahmasrotris, and who are established in Brahman or Brahmanishtas. Prostrate yourself before them with profound humility, again, not just the physical action, the mental attitude, and perfect devotion. Ask them questions. Oh, Venerable Guru, what is the cause of bondage? How can I get liberation? What is the nature of ignorance? What is the nature of knowledge? What is the antaranga sadhana, inward spiritual practice for attaining self-realization? Meaning ask questions that are directed at getting sadhana, getting a spiritual practice, and knowledge, not just intellectual talking. Serve the Guru wholeheartedly. A teacher who is versed in the scriptures, shastras, but who has no direct self-realization will not be able to help you in the attainment of the knowledge of the self, but he will be able to take you a long, long, long way until you are ready for such teacher. So eventually, to realize the self, you will need a self-realized teacher. Swami Sivananda is telling us only a person who has been to a certain place can describe it properly for us. Meaning, we need to have someone who went all the way to take us all the way. But on the way, we can have people who are not yet realized, but they are honest practitioners. They are devoted, they are knowledgeable, they are sincere. And through the practices that they give us, we will purify more and more and more until we are ready for the self-realized teacher. In the same way that before we can go to the university and learn from the greatest professors, we need to pass first grade, second grade, junior high, high school. We need to go the way. If we will bring the highest professor to a 6-year-old child in the first grade, he will not be able to learn from them. So we need the teacher who is right for us where we are, keeping in mind that eventually, for the realization, we will need a realized teacher. And this is the formula that is given here. And I promised a nice story. So there was, in the Sivananda ashram, Swami Sivananda used to see some of the visitors. And because they were on a well-known pilgrimage way, and also because Swami Sivananda was gaining more and more reputation as a sage, some people would come and ask for his darshan, meaning to see him and to ask questions. And Swami Sivananda said, there was one person who came there and he's asking, oh, Swamiji, what is God? What is Brahman? Have you seen Brahman? Can you describe Brahman? And he's asking questions about the supreme reality. And Swami Sivananda looks at this person and recognizes something. So immediately he sends his student and he says, go, get some cookies. And he asks the person who asked him, you prefer tea or coffee? Coffee, Swamiji, coffee. Okay, coffee with ginger biscuits. Go, quickly, go. And Swami Sivananda is not answering. And then the disciple comes with the coffee and the cookies, and the person is eating. And 10 minutes later, he's saying, oh, Swamiji, thank you so much for the hospitality, but I really, really have to go. I have very important things to do. And Swami Sivananda blesses him and gives him some free books. The person is not giving anything in return and goes away. And Swami Sivananda told his disciples, you see, this person, he came here. He was asking questions about the highest reality. But he wasn't able to put any time on learning it. And then he was very much more interested in the food. And then he took from a very poor ashram books and food, which cost money, and didn't give anything in return, not even a little charity or donation. The heart is still completely closed, selfish completely. This person is not ready to study. So this is the opposite of what we read here. It's a person who's coming, asking questions out of curiosity, just for some intellectual satisfaction, with no willingness to put the effort, with no willingness to do the sadhana, with no humility, and with no offering. But still, Swami Sivananda gave him the books. And Swami Sivananda told the disciples, at one point in life, maybe his samskaras will change. Something will happen, something will change. He will start thirsting for knowledge. And then those books will be on his shelves, and he'll take them, and he'll start learning. And the knowledge will come, and then he will also start practicing and look for a teacher, and will make spiritual progress. So the books were a gift, but also a little seed that one day will receive the light and water that it needs and will become a beautiful, beautiful tree of knowledge. So this is how Swami Sivananda, a sage, handled those situations. He gave the person knowledge even if the person did not answer the qualifications of the student, but in a little bit of a different way. So this is the study here, and we will continue with the next verses in the next teachings. Please join us. Om Shanti.